You're gonna make it. You don't gotta fake it. Just be who you are. Just be who you are. No matter what life throws, you just gotta take it. And be who you are. Just be who you are. And you're gonna make it. You don't gotta fake it. Just be who you are. No matter what life throws, you just gotta take it. And just be who you are. Every day when I wake up, do my hair and my makeup. Look in the mirror, I don't like what I see. I gotta get ready, I got places to be. Cause my future is all I see. I know my future's, but I know that I will be alright. And I know who I'm gonna be. Gonna be the greatest looking babe. Like, girl, you made it. I know I can do it. Just gotta push through it. It all depends on me. You're gonna make it. You don't gotta fake it. Just be who you are. Just be who you are. No matter what life throws, you just gotta take it. And be who you are. Just be who you are. And you're gonna make it. You don't gotta fake it. Just be who you are. No matter what life throws, you just gotta take it. And just be who you are.
I'ma be honest. Whatever you pretend to be makes you your own worst enemy. Man, I wouldn't even waste the energy on them. Yeah. Who you putting on for? Can't be overthinking how it's gon' go. Gotta go and open up your own doors. Like, I'm trying to tell. If you haven't, go and find yourself. Look in the mirror, remind yourself. You gotta be the one behind yourself. Easier said than done. Gotta see it through, gotta be you. I believe in you. You just gotta believe it too.
You're gonna make it.
And you don't have to lie to kick it. You're gonna make it. Don't gotta fake it. Be who you are. Just be who you are. No matter what life throws, just gotta take it. Be who you are. Be who you are.
You're gonna make it. Don't gotta fake it.
Just be who. Just be
who
who.
you are.
Yeah.
No matter what life throws, you just gotta take it.
Just be who. Just be who.
Just be who you are. Just be who you are. Just be who you are.
Yeah. We just tryna party. We all dangerous, ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious, outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, bins in, H&M, Gucci, babe, money. We all dangerous, ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious, outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, bins in, H&M, Gucci, babe, money. Yeah, man in my city, told you I feel like Diddy. Met her in Harlem, shorty and Dickie. Yeah, come talk. I like it bada, I be a papa. I got the chopper, baby, just move. Kuda Matata. Yeah, run it back. Come on, let's party, let's boom. Soon as I step in the room, get in my bag. You cross the line, you boom. Yeah. I'm on your block with no ski. Yeah, I'm in the spot with my team. Yeah, 50 clip with the beam. Yeah, she want the D. I make her scream. I make her bleed. This under my feet. Hold on. 25K for the fee. Running up babies on me, doing my dance, sipping low key. Yeah, ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious, outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, bins in, H&M, Gucci, babe, money. We all dangerous, ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious, outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down cause we skimming in, hammers in, bins in, H&M, Gucci, babe, money. I told them let me through, got the tool. Don't act the fool if you got shit to lose. I ain't come to lose. These niggas boring as ice phone. And shorty bad, that's a Fendi bag. All of my comments they hate. Niggas is mad cause I'm paid, I'm getting rich. Nigga I'm on fire. Who want the smoke? pull out the pipe, pretty little bitch, this my type. Sheet up the D, I'ma drop the bar. Bet the money on us, bet it. Bet you want her, I won't bluff. Nah, yeah. Bet you want her, I won't bluff. Yeah. She's 30 with it. Hold on. 25K for the fee. Yeah. Run it up, babies on me. You on my dance, singing on feeling dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious. Outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down 'cause we skimming in. Himmers in, Benners in, H.B.C.U. Gucci, babe, money. We are dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. My hood notorious. Outside we don't give a fuck. Keep it down 'cause we skimming in. Himmers in, Benners in, H.B.C.U. Gucci, babe, money, babe.
Platform. It's at the entrance, best believe I'ma go back for it. If it's high enough to hop on, it ain't safe. Oh, it's your birthday, let me hop up on this cake. Jumping on your shit, it is so effortless. Ain't no disrespect, it's just my element. Jump on shit so much you think I'm selling it. I ain't the only one, I'm just telling it. Jumping on shit, 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 jumping on shit over here. Jumping on shit over there, jumping on shit everywhere, jumping on shit I don't care. I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit. I jump on your house, I jump on the whip, I jump on the table, yeah, I jump on your beat. Jump, 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 jump. I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit. Yeah, I need some shit collidable that's not too high. Custom gravity and that bitch tryna kinda fly. If I find myself up on this railing, I know why. Gotta find some shit to land on. I'll probably get my dance on.
You feel that, right? You feel that energy? We are one. One love. One life, let's live it right. All I need is good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency, I'm talking higher G-O-D, yeah. Good energy, I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency, I'm talking higher G-O-D. Started getting more right. Now I waste more days and I live for more nights. I get high on life cause it feels more right, yeah. Tell me what's wrong from right. It's all connected, energy can never die. Born in the dark, but I chose to be the light. They get me funny, I caught out your evil light. Words of advice, bitch, don't kill my vibe. No more depression, please don't kill my pride. Road of redemption, I'm catching them green lights. Spread out my wings, I'm catching them free flights. Free as a bird, out of sight. Singing every little thing gonna be alright, yeah. Hey, frequency. Give me that 528, 963. Light up the sage, smelling like hickory. Tryna heal scars, I got different type of injuries. Holistic medicine, different type of remedies. Human, but I'm feeling like a different type of entity. Dance around the bonfire like aborigines. Looking at the stars, fascinated by the symmetry. Vibing with the tribe, I can feel the synergy. All this shit is real, what you thought it was a mystery. Manifested everything around me, literally. If I want it, then I gotta tell you what I really need. I really need that good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency, I'm talking higher G-O-D, yeah. Good energy, I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency, I'm talking higher G-O-D.
I eat that pussy if it's sweet. She ride this dick to the beat. Down on the 1 and the 3. Clear it out, clear it out, clear it out. Like there ain't nothing to see. Fucking it up to the beat. Fucking it up to the beat. Fucking it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fucking it up. Shit. Fucking it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fucking it up. Shit. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. She drop it on the 1s and 3s. Pop it on the 1s and 2s. 1, 3. 360 degrees, I put that whirl in her pool. Yeah. I'm about to wear that thing out like a shirt from the stove. After I hit it again. Had good conversation, might serve her some hope. Down on that pussy, I slurp and I go. Dive in, come back up and float. I have you know, you better act like you know. I fucked the black off them toes. She bring it back like it's broke. She throw it back like it's soap. I need that box in a baggie to go. I need that box in a baggie to go. Go, go. Oh, sheesh. I eat that pussy if it's sweet. She ride this dick to the beat. Down on the 1 and the 3. Clear it out, clear it out, clear it out. Like there ain't nothing to see. Fucking it up to the beat. Fucking it up to the beat. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fucking it up. Shit. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fucking it up. Shit. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. She drop it on the 1s and 3s. Pop it on the 1s and 2s. 1, 3. 360 degrees. I put that whirl in her pool. Yeah. I'm about to wear that thing out like a shirt from the stove. After I hit it again. Had good conversation, might serve her some hope. Oh, sheesh. I eat that pussy if it's sweet. She ride this dick to the beat. Down on the 1 and the 3. Clear it out, clear it out, clear it out. Like there ain't nothing to see. Fucking it up to the beat. Fucking it up to the beat. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fucking it up. Shit. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fucking it up. Shit. Fuck it up. I need that box in a baggie to go. 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 I need that box in a baggie to go. I need that box in a baggie to go.
You talking funny, I ain't playing with you. I'm just trying to make a band or two. I'm only doing what I came to do. So little bitty, I ain't laying with you. You talking funny, I ain't playing with you. I'm just trying to make a band or two. I'm only doing what I came to do. So little bitty, I ain't laying with you.
I checked in to check out. I'm smoking that whole pound. Reverse me, you damn clown. Them hit sticks sound real loud. My name in your damn mouth. You look cause my heart I'm not investing, yeah. You see I'm up, so you wanna come around now. People know my name, but don't seem to know it when I'm down. I see the flame, and I swear I'm coming for the crown. Rivals always lining up, I guess I'll go and chop them down. You see I'm up, so you I see the flame, and I swear I'm coming for the crown. Rivals always lining up, I guess I'll go and chop them down.
You talking funny, I ain't playing with you. I'm just trying to make a band or two. I'm only doing what I came to do. So little bitty, I ain't laying with you. You talking funny, I ain't playing with you. I'm just trying to make a band or two. I'm only doing what I came to do. So little bitty, I ain't laying with you. You talking funny, I ain't playing with you. I'm just trying to make a band or two. I'm only doing what I came to do. So little bitty, I ain't lying with you.
You say I'm up, so you wanna come around now. People know my name, but don't seem to know it when I'm down. I see the flame, and I swear I'm coming for the crown. Rivals always lining up, I guess I'll go and chop them down.
Yeah. 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 Every day is a blunt in the face. I'm stuck like I'm running in place. Yeah. Eyes low and I'm locked in the day, so I can never escape. Every day is a blunt in the face. I'm stuck like I'm running in place. Yeah. Eyes low and I'm locked in the day, so I can never escape. I can call on you to keep me from falling. Can't take my mind off you. Should come with a warning. Yeah. Every day is a blunt in the face. I'm stuck like I'm running in place. Yeah. Eyes low and I'm locked in the day, so I can never escape. It don't matter what you call it, because I'm all in and I won't strain out from my love. When I feel exhausted, yeah, you lift me up, and all I really needed was a pick me up. And now my mind is made up. All the nights that me and you stayed up, and know you never played no games with me. I fucked around and found you on my radar. Couldn't do it on my own. Together made them flowers grow. I thought that it was mind control, but now I know the vibe we on. I couldn't do it on my own. Together make them flowers grow. I thought that it was mind control, but now I know the vibe we on. Oh. Every day is a blunt in the face. I'm stuck like I'm running in place. Yeah. Eyes low and I'm locked in the day, so I can never escape. Every day is a blunt in the face. I'm stuck like I'm running in place. Yeah. Eyes low and I'm locked in the day, so I can never escape. I can call on you to keep me from falling. Can't take my mind off you. Should come with a warning. Yeah. Every day is a blunt in the face. I'm stuck like I'm running in place. Yeah. Eyes low and I'm locked in the day, so I can never escape.
You show, you know, you see, believe. Wasting all my time on you. I've got nothing left to lose. You walk, you talk, you speak, you leave. Wasting all my time on you. I've got nothing left to lose. You show, you know, you see, believe. Wasting all my time on you. I've got nothing left to lose. You walk, you talk, you speak, you leave. Wasting all my time on you. I've got nothing left to lose. Every time I let you choose, only left me with more proof. Nothing seems to affect you. Now I don't know what to do. I don't wanna feel this way. I don't wanna see your face. No one else can take your place. Memories never erase. Every time I let you choose, only left me with more proof. Nothing seems to affect you. Now I don't know what to do. I don't wanna feel this way. I don't wanna see your face. No one else can take your place. Memories never erase. Do that again.
Alright. Did you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down. Boy, you know you get me on my feelings, baby. I need you around. Did you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down, down. Wow. Whenever we have issues, I wanna talk right through 'em. We ain't perfect, baby, you know that we argue too. Let's get a room, just me and you, and we can fuck right through 'em. Bend me over, baby, you know what that ass can do. Let's talk about our dreams and getting married and shit. Couple rings, couple carrots and shit. We got a whole life ahead of us, we treasuring it. Keep treasuring it. I like how you get me. God sent you to me. So like the just you and me now. You are forever, babe. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby? I can hold you down. Boy, Boy, you know you get me on my feelings, baby, I need you around. Yeah. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby, I can hold you down. How'd I get to you? I think about it every day. Like damn, my journey led me here. I love talking to you. I love your vibe in every way. Like damn, you really everything. I love to tell you secrets, cause babe, I know you'll keep them. You're listening so deeply. I love to take you deeper and get in your mind. Your mind, alright. Baby, I ain't tripping, you my nigga. And baby, you shine different with me. I feel like the sky twinkles when I'm with you. I look in your eyes, all I can see is all my life with you. And I know that you know I love you. So is you really lifting up my spirits, baby, I can hold you down. Boy, you know you get me on my feelings, baby, I need you around. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby, I can hold you down. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby, I can hold you down. Boy, you know you get me on my feelings, baby, I need you around. Is you really lifting up my spirits, baby, I can hold you down.
I dig it. Overdose of sauce. That's what it is. No meat, just sauce.
You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. He said this is on my back. Yeah, I shake him off. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. He said it's off my back. Yeah, I shake him off. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. He said it's off my back. Yeah, I shake him off. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You care about the cost like that. Don't care about the cost. I get it all right back. Yeah, I get it all. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. Say this is on my back. Yeah, I shake him off. Your bitch, she gon' call right back. If I break her off, but I'ma fall right back. I tell her no. But a friend, she gon' come right back. And they said it all. Ain't talking with the teeth. We kick back, smoking reefer. Your bitch gon' roll the trees up. Big pounds of money, we up. Tell her follow the leader. I'm on point like a needle. Man, them hundreds, I need them. My dog's hungry, I feed them. I'm in a boss like that. You ain't got the sauce like that. Yeah, I paid the cost like that. But I made it all right back. Yeah, I got my team right here. And I swear they all my snack. Nigga, this EP shit. And I swear we all like that. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. He said it's on my back. But I shake him off, yeah. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. You ain't got the sauce like that. You ain't got the sauce. He said it's on my back. Yeah, I shake him off, yeah.
Follow us if you want to. player list so that she could get in the room. She just changed her name. And so it might.
That's so cute. You have to do your finger scan and then it says accent I. Oh, that's cute. This is like purple bowl vibe. I had like this oh, they have a tape. I had this tablet thing where you could kick people with a tablet, but it's like not working. So I was building tablets.
Beijing and I were talking about you earlier. Talking about your work ethic, just how you've been doing a good job.
But I'm gonna go
very consistent.
I'll probably
good job. I don't know what that means. Don't know.
I'll see you later.
I think she's gonna start coming back around more often.
Bubblegum, you're invisible. I don't see you.
I'm invisible. I know.
You're like a
Can
ghost.
you see me? 2 jumps for yes.
He can see you, but I
can't see. I'll show up in a little bit.
It's like you were just here and now you're gone. It's like I just see your name tag floating. See a ghost.
Now you guys were talking about this in the group chat, right?
What about the podcast?
Today? Every time I come in, it's like you guys are so ahead of your conversations that I'm just like, all right, I'll come back in when the new one starts.
Girl, those be the most random conversations. Get in where you fit in, shoot. And the way I be talking, I be switching topics like it ain't nothing, so.
Look at this Drake. Oh my god.
I don't remember whose signature that is.
Looks like a Z and an M.
You know whose that is? I've seen it before. I just can't remember.
It's not a Z.
I would thought it was Metaclean, but I guess not.
Access
I've
denied.
seen that before too, a long time ago. I don't remember. Because I don't remember names, so.
Crack Guys also has that.
The way I see it, we got one shot. Either we flop or make it flip. Had a dream, I took the team to the top and made them rich. Bright lights, I turn them to stone. Come take a glimpse. Got the people really singing my songs. Ain't that a bitch? Niggas see you trying to climb and shake the fence. Nah, niggas trying to take all your shine and shake your wrist. We all know a killer that's dying to take a risk. Gotti brought the Glock, so we might as well take a clip. Woke up today with a cold feeling. System wicked, had to go and build our own village. Making more riches ain't the sole mission. But fucking with the cold might just go and get your soul lifted. I ain't gotta speak a word. Asking God to open doors for me. He told me keep knocking, it'll be your turn. Long as you live and learn. Yeah, cause praying ain't enough for this blessing. I gotta see you work. I mean in the entree, never let the mind stray. That's another man down. If they let the nine spray, if I put your mans down, forgive me for God's sake. In a different mind state, how this gon' play out? I mean in the entree, never let the mind stray. That's another man down. If they let the nine spray, if I put your mans down, forgive me for God's sake. How this gon' play out? I put some points up on the scoreboard. Heard they wanted fire, I supply it like a warlord. Saying that you love me ain't enough, you need to show more. Got them hanging by the soul cord. I've been on the east side, brother. All bangers, no B-sides, brother. If you see me, throw the peace sign, brother. I seen homies turn to fraudulent snakes. Ayo, but fuck it, appreciate you showing your face. Fuck them Harvey Dent niggas, can't afford them the space. I lace curses, don't get put into a vulnerable place. Let them know. Silly rappers wanna pass me, I could never let them. And I don't need expensive jeans to know I'm better than them. And I got Cuzzo by my side, he said you better get him. Love to my bros out in PR, I couldn't dare forget him. Yeah, I've been jotting intricate poetries, vibes, high quality, smell the poesy. Yes, I mean in the entree, never let the mind stray. That's another man down, if they let the nine spray. If I put your mans down, forgive me for God's sake. In a different mind state, how this gon' play out? I mean in the entree, never let the mind stray. That's another man down, if they let the nine spray. If I put your mans down, forgive me for God's sake. How this gon' play out?
I would love for you to be on the team thing. She was like, yes. I was like,
you give me the coldest shoulder, like it snowed in Florida. This came out of nowhere. Oh, I hope you noticed that it caused erosions all over my heart. How'd I let this go on for too long? I'm too strong, but I'm exhausted. To be honest, it's icy where I knew love is too much to keep on, can't feel nothing till it's defrosted. Lo and behold, now our home is snowed and 20-something below, and I can't take anymore. This is just what you want, and now you reap what you sow. Baby, you're so cold. Your love is like an avalanche.
Sue, join on Brooklyn. She's
your love is like an avalanche. Your love is like an avalanche. Your love is like an avalanche. Remember all the nights I would shiver. I could cry you a river till it froze in the middle. You don't even love me a little. Turn the home to an igloo, cause there's no fire in you. Well, maybe I'm anemic, but baby, you're the reason that we're freezing right now. Why couldn't I see it? I'm losing all sense of my feelings right now. You're supposed to keep me warm, but you left me with no one. And I know your love is like an avalanche. Your love is like an avalanche. Your love is like an avalanche.
Thank you guys.
Your love is like an avalanche.
I'm like all sickly. Y'all can't catch this meta COVID.
You got COVID for real?
Yeah, I have COVID. I tested positive.
So I had it in November.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. How you feeling now?
I have a fever. But other than that, I mean, I'm doing the best that I can.
Girl, get plenty of rest, cause that mess would drain you.
Hold on, I got this got it playing in the background. What's crazy about COVID is that this is the only time I've ever tested positive, and I've been sick the whole 2 years that everything's happening. And I tested today, and I took 3 tests because I didn't believe it. I was like, I don't have COVID. And I took the 3rd test maybe 15 minutes ago, and it was positive. I was like, okay. So
you looking real surprised, and I don't even know why. I seen it in her eyes. She won't go let the love die. I'm in this better life. Won't let the moment pass by, and I don't even know why. I don't even know why.
No, we're in the right one because this is the one that's streaming on YouTube right now. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. Yeah. Let me pause my session. I'm gonna give her a call.
What I say, you the police. Yeah, keep the circle small, they don't hold me. Said I'm blowing your line, bitch, hold these. Keep spreading those lies and you gon' see. Tell your man how you hit me when you horny. Girl, you know you saying that to the morning. Girl, you happy once, now you
Hey guys, out there on YouTube, thank you for tuning in to Bass Drop Radio. It's just a few moments.
Yeah, I can't waste no time and I got millions on my mind. I know I see you lurking, but you cannot stop the shine. Why you come around me? If you looking hard enough, you won't like what you see. One time I put no one above, it was just you and me. And now you begging for my love, but this tank is on E. Yeah, this tank is on E.
I'm back.
Yeah, this tank is on E.
were in here just talking about my positive COVID test that I just took 15 minutes ago.
That's sad.
It is sad. Thank you for empathizing with me.
I'm watching this on YouTube right now. I'm here and I'm watching on YouTube.
That's my meta. I hear the lag. Right there. She is amazing. Hey, Django.
I believe the children are the future. Thank you for tuning in. So I was in New Orleans last week, and so I was traveling for work, and I was almost like prepared in a sense to get COVID.
Not prepared.
What I mean by that is I was around a whole lot of people, unmasked people. I was in the airport. I had a rat incident. I'll tell you guys about the rat incident real quick. I know we're getting ready to start the show. We're getting ready to start the show, but I gotta tell you guys about the rat incident. All right, so check this out. Picture it. Me, all dressed up, cute, got my dress on, got my heels on. It's for an awards banquet for my job, and so we're in the conference room, and there's a rodent that sweeps past my foot.
Was it the big one or a small one? Like New York size?
It wasn't like a cat, but it was pretty large. Like, I have flashbacks, but
I'm scared.
I jumped up, I squealed, I jumped up, I got on top of the chair. Like, everybody was like clapping and laughing and all that stuff. So that was great. And then I have COVID, so there we go.
Oh, dang. You think the cat gave you COVID?
The cat, the rat?
the cat.
The rat cat probably did give me COVID. All right, guys. I've taken enough time talking about COVID and my rat infestation. Welcome to Bass Drop Radio, guys. I'm Cherry Pie.
I'm your girl, Brooklyn Britt. We're the #1 radio station here in Horizon World, so let's get this started.
Woo!
#1.
That's my girl, Purple.
This that bass drop, better tune in. Every day is some new exclusive. It's a station, it's ain't no podcast, so no show. Big salute to Cherry Pie in Brooklyn. Okay, let's go. Let that bass drop. Let that bass drop.
If you guys are not following us on Instagram, make sure you do hit that follow button at Bass Drop Radio. Appreciate the follow.
Wait. Oh, wow. We the vibe right now. We keeping up with the sound. We got your hits, and we got what's coming up on the ground. We in the meta like Vic, and we coming to your town.
Shout out to Solo Dolo, Chris Kane Music, and Harles Mack for the theme song. Appreciate it.
You heard it here first, be on high alert. It's that bass drop, better tune in. Every day is some new exclusive. It's a station, this ain't no podcast, so no show. Big salute to Cherry Pie in Brooklyn. Okay, let's go. Let that bass drop. Let that bass drop.
Today is Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. And we're getting ready to get into it with the ladies here. Woo! On HBCU. Shout out to the ladies.
It's Women's Month too, so it's a lady show.
Women's History Month.
International Women's Month. Let's go. We love it. Again, welcome. Today's show is going to be all about HBCUs. I'm going to step aside, and Brooklyn Britt is going to take over with firing off some questions for our panel. If you ladies want to introduce yourself first, we'll get it started. Introduce yourself and the HBCU that you attended.
Okay, I'm Purple Platforms, and I went to Fayetteville State University in Fayetteville, North Carolina, home of the Broncos.
Awesome.
Yes.
My name is Bubblegum Planet. I went to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore on the Eastern Shore of Maryland.
Period.
And I'm Cherry Pie, and I went to the Johnson C. Smith University in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Period. So like.
Okay, that's
I
what I'm talking
love
about.
her.
3 powerhouses in the building, y'all. It's the ladies takeover here, Bass Drop Radio. So thank you guys for that. I just want to go ahead and start by asking this first question. And so obviously we go to school, right? We go to college, and the purpose is to get jobs, not just for the experience of the college side of things, though that is usually the fun stuff. So my question to you guys is, how would your careers been positively impacted by attending an HBCU? Anybody want to go first?
Let me think about that. Ooh, y'all asking essay questions. Hold up.
I'll go first. I'll go ahead and go first. So my very first job out of college, I was really fortunate enough to interview with a hiring manager that went to Howard University. So I felt almost like comfortable with this. We had known some of the same people. We had some mutual friends in common. And so I felt really comfortable. So I don't know if you guys have ever went through an interview process where you're a minority and maybe the job that you're interviewing for doesn't have a lot of minority positions in it, or previously didn't traditionally accommodate a lot of minority talent. So I felt, again, like I was in this industry. I'm still in this industry that I'm speaking of right now, as far as my 9-to-5. And this industry does not have a ton of people who look like me. And the industry that I'm talking about is insurance. And we're talking not like call center insurance. We're talking about insurance strategy and insurance planning and all of that stuff. It does not have a lot of people who look like me, right? So like you're already pretty much intimidated when you walk in the door. And then, as Purple was saying, it's International Women's Month. So I'm a woman, I'm a Black woman, and then I'm in a industry that is predominantly dominated by white men or white women. And so I said, I'm going to give it a shot. And then I just like hit the jackpot that, I was one of 5 people who work for this company. The person interviewing me happened to be an HBCU graduate. So I think I got really blessed in that accord, because I had a familiarity with that person, and I felt really comfortable. And so I got the job nonetheless. So that's how that positively impacted being able to have that on my resume.
Nice. Yeah, you know what they say, right? It's not about it's not what you know, it's who you know. And so that is definitely a helpful way to have that impact you, for sure. Yeah. Bubble?
I want to plug in something funny before Bubble comes. So Soup is in the chat, and he said that his first job was at KFC as a cook. And we appreciate you for that, Soup. We appreciate you for that. I'm starving right now, so this actually didn't help.
I was just thinking about a commercial with KFC. I'm sorry, but that's why I was just like the irony. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Right on time.
Oh shit.
After college, for me, I really didn't. So I had my undergrad was in fine arts. So after my experience at school, I had friends that brought me to Prince George's County in Maryland. And I don't know if everybody is aware or if, people know, but that's one of the richest Black counties in America.
Correct.
So literally right out of school, I roll up in this neighborhood of I believe he's now the governor of Maryland. I'm not sure. The guy's name is Rashawn Baker. Like, I get introduced to him and his family, and this house, and the house is on his block, or like mansions, and I'm like, Black people live here? Because I'm from a little tiny town where it's like you really have to scrape and work hard, like, and opportunities very slim. So like while I didn't get a job that I wanted at the time, I was working restock at Michael's. Like, I would wake up at 5 a.m. and restock, but like seeing that in my head kind of set the tone for what I could have. Like, if I leave my town, and I can come back always, but there is a possibility that I can have the things that I want. I can have this life. It's going to take dumb hard work, but I can have it. So like just seeing that outside of where I'm from set the tone for the work that I knew I'd have to put in. And I worked a lot of like bare minimum jobs, but I worked my way up until I got here. So, I mean, that was my experience out of college, if I answered that correctly.
Yes, yes. I've been to Prince George County. Whew, them houses are not a
Yes.
joke. Not a
Yeah, there's
joke.
a
That
price.
whole area. Yeah. Nah, but I will say even coming from New York and not having that HBCU experience, Prince George County for sure is one of the ones that kind of like shaped my college career as well, just because it was something familiar to me, and it was like you said, just seeing that is like, wow, like it's not just one person, right? Like we're so used to seeing just one person being making it to the top or being successful,
Yeah,
but to see like a whole
exactly.
neighborhood, it was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely possible. So yeah, that kind of shaped my decision making with the military. But anyway, that's another story. Purple.
Okay, so I was thinking about it. So I think to best answer your question, um, you watched the last episode that we were on, and I talked about how going to HBCU, one of the most positive things is like I didn't have to worry about my race the whole time I was there. You know,
Mhm.
so due to the fact that I was in that type of environment where I was they actually help build up your confidence like as like a person like that's gonna go into the workforce and stuff like that. And they
Mhm.
like prepped us through different activities and through different workshops and just through different things our whole college career. So after I graduated from college, I did this volunteer thing for a year, and I was actually a lead, like one of the leads on my. I was a lead of a team, and I will accredit the confidence that my school helped me build up while I was going there. It helped me lead the team that I had when I did my volunteer my national service. So I guess I can accredit my HBCU for like help, helping me grow into the young adult, that was able to, step out into the world after she graduated.
That's amazing. I love that. Now that you guys came on the show last time and we discussed, a lot of preliminary information. I want to get into the fun side of
The best
HBCU
part.
culture. The right, you know what I'm saying? The part that had, people like me in New York being like, dang, I want to go to an HBCU. Like, I want that experience. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I am referring to HBCU Homecoming. For those of you who don't know what HBCU Homecoming is, it's an annual highlight for campuses and the community within the schools to celebrate Black culture and joy. It's a highly anticipated and important event. And Homecoming allows HBCUs to connect with their communities and also forge relationships between different generations of students and alumni, which is extremely important. And so, with that being said, my next question to you guys is, what was homecoming like? Talk to me about homecoming, y'all. First.
So,
oh Lord, there's kids in the room.
Y'all,
I will give you the most kid friendly answer. So,
oh goodness,
like homecoming varies from campus to campus, and homecoming also varies from state to state, and then just the level or size of your school. Like in North Carolina, everybody know that AT has like the best homecoming, like in North Carolina. Let's just be real. Like, yeah, everybody know that, and if you don't know that, you're lying to yourself because everybody know A&T. Like, I mean,
oh my God, there's kids in the room.
You gotta keep it PG.
Hey, full disclaimer: this is an adult show. Okay, we family friendly, but if you are not of age, cover your ears.
Homecoming fun, like okay. So let's break down the usually a week, and it's
the live
every
stream
day is some type of event on campus and off campus. Like, because usually the alumni have events like off campus and like convention centers and stuff. I never went to none of that stuff. And then you have on campus like stuff like you'll have like different days and stuff, kind of like the closest thing that I could put it to, y'all can back me up or correct me, is like Spirit Week at homecoming when you're in like high school, but it's like a little bit more elevated, you know. So like the campus does different activities. So every homecoming has a step show, and and if you're wondering what a step show is, it is when the Greek put on a show, and then most school have a fashion show, you know.
Yep.
I'm looking for.
Where
I was on the fashion
every
team.
every HBCU has like a fashion troupe, at least most of them, and you know they put on fashion shows and stuff. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation within itself too. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
There's
that.
kids
We
in
gonna come
the
back to you. We're gonna come back to you, sis, because you need to tell me about the fashion team. What you got going on over there?
Fashion. Okay, I'll break down the fashion troupe. Okay, I'll do that part. Purple. I'll let you. I'm delirious. I have a fever, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm weak, literally. I'm weak, y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead, Purple.
Go ahead, Purple. Sorry.
Okay, I'm glad you said something because I was thinking about the rest of it. Okay, there's a comedy show. I think you know every campus has like a comedy show. You have a party. Normally, it's in your campus gym, but it's always some type of party that's themed. It's a theme party, and then you have the concert, which is like the biggest thing that everybody look, because everybody always want to know who's coming to homecoming. That's always the question, and like they make like a big deal about you know who's coming, and more than likely it's not always the biggest star, but it's the people that you know are like up and coming that like folks know, you know. Like so when I was in college, my freshman year, who came to my homecoming? It was J. Cole. Who's some people that the Cat Daddy? Was it the Cat Daddy? I don't know.
The Cat Daddy people? I'll do the Cat Daddy.
Yeah. And then Travis Porter. And then my sophomore year was my favorite year. It was J. Cole, it was Miguel, and it was what's his name? Fabulous. That was my favorite one. But it's always like local up and coming people like it's like about the burst, which is the best part because you get to witness them in their early days versus you know when they blow up. Like I got to see Cole and them like less than $15. You know how much them Dreamville tickets cost now? I'll be
yes.
I can't go this year.
Yeah.
I'm so sad. I went last year. It was amazing. It was amazing.
See, Beyonce got my money first. Sorry, Cole. I've seen you twice. Beyonce got my money. But yeah, so those are all the different teams. And then of course Saturday is, you know, when they have the football game, and that's the best part because people like tailgate. Yeah. So that's when the alumni and the new students and even the future, and you know they have the plots. The plots is where the Greeks they have like their colors and they put their like decorations and stuff out there. So all of the alumni and all the old heads and stuff be out there. They be cooking out. It's just a whole like it's just like a big cookout vibe. I think it's the best thing that I can like compare it to.
Yeah. So. And if you're non-Greek, you cannot step on the plots. Like don't try to get in the picture.
Unless you invite.
Yeah. If they invite you, but don't you just can't walk up on the plots because I saw a couple of people try it and get embarrassed.
Didn't end well.
So
that's disrespectful.
Don't get embarrassed. I want to talk a little bit about the fashion troupe because I was on this team at college. I was part of the fashion troupe or fashion team, whatever you want to call it. I also did student government. I did a lot. I was very active in college, but with the fashion show, it's kind of weird, right? Because like a lot of it is we would literally go to the thrift shops, y'all. We would go to the thrift shops, and it would be people on campus who were into fashion, like super into fashion, who knew how to sew, who knew how to put things together. They would make our outfits, and we would literally, for homecoming and like for other little events, we would literally put on shows. And so like I don't know if you guys have ever been to shout out to ballroom culture. You know, I'm a huge, you know, fan of ballroom culture with the LGBT, just because it's like it seems like such a great party in there. But a lot of the guys who would like sew and make our outfits, you know, they took a lot of inspiration from ballroom culture. So a lot of the movements that we did walking down the runway were very like ballroom inspired. And maybe that's not the same at every campus, but that was like the same. That was what it was like at my campus. And we would actually compete against other schools. Like shout out to Winston-Salem State University, because I think it was my first homecoming or my second homecoming. We had a dance competition against Winston-Salem State University, and y'all cheated. Okay. Like, look at me. Yo, hold on. Y'all like, cheated. Okay. We won that dance competition. So if you went to Winston-Salem State in 2008, come see me. And you were part of the dance team, come see me. All right. That's all I got.
Goodness, y'all.
That's all I wanted.
I actually
my God.
I would vouch for you because that is my rival school. So
So what y'all saying is y'all gonna battle them? Like what happens if they answer this?
They cheated. And like I don't understand because
how did they cheat?
All right, I'll explain, right? So we had the best routine. I mean, everything was like our movements was super sharp. And shout out to Mims, because we danced to This Is Why I'm Hot. Back when I was in college, that was a song that we were dancing to. I mean, that song was hot as hell back then, right? So we were dancing to that song, and I remember it vividly because, you know, that song I had to practice to like over and over and over again. Sorry, Mims, but I really did not like that song by the end of my freshman year. But so the judges went to Winston-Salem State University. That's how y'all cheated. I mean, come on now. If you're gonna beat anything, be for real, for real. All right, that's all I gotta say. I'm still tight about that.
So I guess my question is: do you think Winston-Salem was like? Do you think that positively impacted them to have like? I'm just like, do y'all think that was like a positive like impaction to have like their own alumni?
I think that you have to be fair. Like whenever you're judging any type of competition, there's going to be biases, and you have to be fair. And it's like, I don't think it was every single judge, but I think like 2 of the 3 judges were alumni of Winston-Salem State University. And so like, of course they wanted their team, their school to win. So like, I don't think that it was judged fairly, because I sat and watched their performance and I was like, I wasn't impressed. But I mean,
I would say that I would have to agree. That's a little bit of a poor decision. If there's only 3 judges, 2 of them being from the same school, like that's a problem.
Did you have an interview process for your judges? Like, because that seems very biased. Like to have all of them go to the same school competing against.
You know,
nobody
I don't
said
even
anything.
Remember. I don't remember. It was literally. I'm old as hell. It was literally so long ago. But bubblegum, we about the same age. We about the same age.
We are. I'm like, don't say that. We're fine. We're doing well.
She said, "We standing upright.
You know what? You know what? It's International Women's Month. The skin is still skinning. The bank account still banking. It's all good.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
But I just want to add everything you guys were saying about the HBCU experience. We didn't have a football team, but there's a reason behind that. I have no idea why though. So like we still had the tailgating, everything except the football. We tried to have a football team, but financially it was a problem. And then from what I can recall, we had this excuse that like The nearest school to us is Salisbury University. If you ever visit UMES in Salisbury, you'll see a difference in the have and the have-nots, or what they have versus what we have. And one of the things they had was, I believe, a football team. So as a result, we couldn't have something that was a little eyebrow raise, but it's that area was just So anyway, other than that, the HBCU experience, going to homecoming, is actually something that I didn't participate in. I was a nerd, but we had a conversation. My fiance is a DJ, so he DJ'd. He was in the music scenes. He was at Taw's house parties, things like that. And I live vicariously through like people like that. But I remember my job when it came to homecoming was make fake badges to get in, because you had to have a wristband. I was in the art. So what we could do was we could take construction paper, sticker, glue, remake that band, and get him for free. Charge you real cheap.
So I got a serious question. I'm trying to go to Dreamville, so can we talk after the show?
Oh my Lord.
Because I'm trying.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You got the Dreamville hookup, the wristband.
Girl, I ain't got no type of hookup. I ain't been back to that school. No, let me stop. I go back for homecoming. We'll talk. It's fine.
Allegedly, y'all.
Allegedly. Sprinkle allegedly. Shout out to Ty Scott, the DJ in the building. What's up, Ty? Physically, his avatar is physically in the building. Shout out. So I think, hold on, did I miss something at homecoming? Oh, celebrities. So I got a celebrity story for you guys. Rick Ross and Trey Songz were the act that came to my freshman year homecoming, and I was actually part of they called it Jabac, and it was the Golden Bulls like entertainment committee, like Golden Bulls homecoming committee, whatever you call it. I can't remember the exact acronym. So we like set up homecoming. Like we were the first point of contact for the entertainment, for like the parties. Like we were the entertainment committee. And so I did get a chance to talk to Rick Ross for a little bit, chop it up with him. And also I hugged Trey Songz in the rain. And at the time, right now he's a little mixy right now. At the time,
those times were questionable.
At the time, you know what I'm saying? You could not tell me like it wasn't like straight out of The Notebook, the movie The Notebook. Like it's raining. I'm embracing Trey Songz. All I hear in my head is the neighbors know my name. Oh, the kid in here. Sorry. Oh, pause.
Chill.
No, not about that.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You're not old enough to laugh. Don't laugh.
I do not condone the things that are coming out of my mouth. So you couldn't tell me that it just wasn't a moment. I mean, I don't feel that way now. Let me just be clear. Mr. Gropey. But
right. Oof. Yeah, man. Yeah, those are tough. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. That's a difficult one.
Do I have a school? I have a famous person story. So
okay.
As everybody know, so I went to Fayetteville State, which is in Fayetteville, North Carolina, which, J. Cole is from there. He's from that town. Yes. And so the year that he put out his very first song, which the song that nobody really talk about is like the Who That song. Who that,
Mm-hmm.
And so that was my senior year in high school. And, when they were filming that video, they filmed it in North. So the radio station put out an ad. So what ended up happening was my HBCU, he actually used the cheerleaders from my HBCU. But at the time, it wasn't my HBCU because I was still in high school, but I knew I was doing that. But the school ended up getting mad that he used, them in that video. He also used a local high school marching band, which is E.E. Smith, which is like the oldest black school in the town. Like, so it's known to be like a black school. So he used their marching band and Fayetteville State cheerleaders. So both schools was like pissed off at him, just upset, mad. So when he came back my freshman year to do some songs and stuff, they told him that he had to do a concert without cussing. Like, he couldn't say not a single curse word. I was like, "Are you serious?" So mind you, my freshman year is when he only had his mixtapes. So Friday Night Lights,
Yeah,
like those were the only that's the only music that he had out. So of course he like listened, didn't do any cursing or anything. It was still a good show. So my sophomore year is when he came back, and he was the headliner then, and this was when Sideline Stories came out, and I think the week of homecoming, he parked his tour bus at our Capel Arena. That's where our football field and basketball, all that stuff, our gym is at. It's called the Capel. So he parked his tour bus, and his tour bus had his like album cover, like all on it and all this other stuff. So everybody was getting all excited and hyped. And so the second concert, I think they tried to pull the same crap, but this time he actually had an album out that was doing good. That was a good concert because he did do some cursing, but it was still good. And then afterwards, a couple of us stayed afterwards, and he came out, he spoke to us, he signed and took pictures. He was real cool and down to earth. Like, it was definitely a good homecoming, one of my favorites. And it was, prior to the dreadlocks, so it was like old school code. So I didn't pay $300 to see him. That Dreamville Festival is too expensive.
Dreamville was so amazing last year, guys. I'm so bummed that I'm not going this year. Like last year, it was who was headlining. T-Pain was there, Ja Rule, Lil Wayne, Jeezy, Ari Lennox, all of Dreamville, everyone who signed to Earth Gang, Jig, he was there. Oh my God, it was so many people. What? Not Doja Cat. What's her name? Kalani. Kalani was there. Bia was there. I'm telling you, like, Dreamville last year was amazing, and this year I know it's going to be even more amazing because Drake liners for Dreamville this year, and I'm like, really? I'm gonna miss Drake.
I like the Dreamville Festival because it's like it brings money into our state. Like it puts North Carolina on the map when it comes to festival. It showed the world the U.S. that we can hold big festivals too. It's not always in these major big cities. Like, we can do it in North Carolina, even though the people in Fayetteville be out, like, they be upset because they always talk about how it should be in Fayetteville. Fayetteville cannot hold that many people, so they just they can
bring it to Charlotte. I mean, shout out to Raleigh though. Shout out to the capital, but they can bring it to Charlotte.
Charlotte get everything. I think it's good to be in Raleigh. Charlotte get every dang thing. And who about to drive all the way to Charlotte?
Everybody. Oh, should I remind you that the CIAA was in Charlotte
and
for 15 years?
And they let Baltimore take it. So don't let her.
Okay, we got Bubblegum. Maryland is taking a shot at the CIAA. Guys, if you're not familiar with the CIAA.
B-More got it.
Oh, look, Ty's got, look, we didn't ask for questions from the audience. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Not a cosign. I'm dead. Look at the way he's circling. Look.
He's like metaphorically giving me the finger right now. He can't.
Those are fighting words, Ty. Those are fighting words. You know what I'm saying?
CIAA, hands down, one of the best collegiate basketball tournaments.
That's another cultural thing for HBCUs. And HBCUs. Talking about CIAA.
Let's talk about it.
My school won my boys basketball.
Here we go.
I'm just telling you. We won the CIAA. The CIAA, my country was coming out last year. We are the current champions. If you look up in Google, current CIAA champions, you will see Fayetteville State University.
Really?
Cherry?
We Googling. Okay, So let's not act like Johnson C. Smith never won a tournament.
But who's the current champion?
Y'all, it's the passive competitiveness for me. I'm weak.
But that's
Golden Bulls go forever reign superior in North Carolina HBCUs, and I'm just gonna say that here on this platform. But you know what? It's okay. Bubblegum Planet, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. Did you have a Did you have a basketball team?
Me too.
I never really.
Cause y'all never won shit. I'm sorry.
Yo, wait a minute. Hold on.
It's the fever. It's the fever. It's the fever,
bro. Yo,
we're gonna skip that question and move on to the next one. Why
you don't want to answer the question?
Hold up.
Like seriously, did you have one?
We had a basketball team. That's all I'm gonna say. Next question, please. We did our best. We did good. We did good. The best we could with what we got.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it, folks. Okay, it was confirmed. There was a basketball team.
I am laughing so
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Listen, hey y'all.
Eastern Shore allegedly had a basketball team. I'm sorry.
Hey, we did okay. We had a basketball team, but to be completely honest with you, I was very much so a bookworm. So we did have our teams. I went out and supported Harry the Hawk. Shout out to you. But other than that, like I was not as much into.
Right.
I wasn't into sports like that. So unfortunately, I can't really give you much feedback on that now.
Let's be real. I only went to the sport events for the band.
Yeah, just to
we went for the vibes. We didn't go for the games.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dead.
We
I can't with y'all.
I was also part of the dance team for the basketball team. So
did you ever? Diamonds was our dance team.
So Blue Magic and Blue Silk. So Blue Silk was for the basketball team, and then Blue Magic. I have that. I'm sorry, I have it mixed up. Blue Silk was for the football team, like for homecomings and stuff like that. The majorettes, and we need to get into the majorette culture because it's trending on TikTok, and y'all don't know where that came from. And it came from HBCUs.
Okay, so that actually that's a perfect segue. Because my next question to you guys, since we are talking about basketball teams, football teams, I wanted to ask about extracurricular activities and what extracurricular activities you guys would have participated in during school time.
To be honest, I would have loved to do more with the fashion merchandise department at our school. I don't know why we didn't. Our school is really renowned for like their choirs, the gospel choir to be exact, and like the music there. Like, but when it came to like, I guess integrating and like working together as far as art, music, and fashion, I didn't see that as much as I would have liked to. So that is one act I would have loved to do more collaborations across the school. But at the time, it was like 2008 when I went, it seemed like everybody was kind of in their own little bubble. So, like for me, I was an art student. So we had like a whole art department that we could just relax in. We had MacBooks and everything. So we stayed there. Same thing with fashion merchandise. But I mean, UMES, make your students collab more because they're all great separately. So I can only imagine what we can do together. And that's really kind of it for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Cherry.
Oh, so what did I do in school? So I was part of this thing called Bronco Ambassadors where we gave like campus tours and stuff. So coming freshmen wanted to come and like, you know, look around the school. I would be one of the people that would do like the tour. That was fun because you meet all these young, you know, future college students. I didn't forget I met a group of students that they were doing a campus tour. They lived in Las Vegas and they ended up in North Carolina, and those kids were funny, like hilarious. And then of course I would help out during like special events. When we had our open house, I would like help out with that. So I like, giving tours and doing like planning like activities. If I had to do it again, I would have definitely tried. I would to be part of like SGA, like the Student Government Association. I think that's what it stands for. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that would fit my personality a lot, but I don't know why I didn't do it. I don't know why I didn't do it. I guess I was too busy having fun. But I think I would have benefited in that a lot because I'm perfect with planning events, so getting people engaged and stuff like on that. So that's one thing I would do again if I could.
Before you go, I forgot to mention I did have an extracurricular activity. I was a part of the Action Anime Society on campus, and this shit was wild. Like, we ended up starting our own.
What?
Listen,
No.
Not me. I was not expecting that. Okay.
At all.
Hold up. Have you ever heard somebody from Baltimore singing Japanese turn around and cuss out somebody at the same time? Like, that shit was an amazing experience. And I'll tell you why. I had always felt so alone growing up because it's the 90s, okay? Early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
I like anime, Pokemon, the whole nine. I got a whole stack.
It wasn't popular back in the day.
It wasn't
Dragon Ball
popular
Z.
like it is now.
Yeah.
So if you got caught with Pokemon cards, you know how bad you were about to be like shat on in front of everybody.
For sure.
Oh my God, I used to hide that shit in my life. So when I went to college, they had an anime society. I went in there and it was in the commuters lounge at the time. There was so much stuff. There was this dude that was 7 foot, dark skin, burly, will roll around like Zelda, like Link from Zelda, fit out in cosplay. But they were all good people, and we actually ended up a type of anime convention called, at the time it was called FanCon. Now it's moved to Ocean City, and they have it at their convention center out there. But it's just amazing. I remember the first year that it happened, we didn't have anything, but we did the best we could. We had comic book vendors, we had anime vendors out there, and it was an amazing experience. I don't know why I would forget to say something like that. I guess I guess I'm not trying to think about like that part because there were a lot of nights I don't remember. So whereas I didn't have the party aspect from homecoming.
Y'all got drunk and played with Pokemon cards.
Anime, right?
Listen.
The anime night got your ass. Okay.
Listen, college is a blur.
I love you, Bubblegum.
It's a blur.
There are blur moments.
Shout out to Ocean City, Maryland. You mentioned, if you guys, that's a beach town, and I've had quite a few of those nights out in Ocean City.
Yes,
man. Oh God.
Don't
anyway,
get lost.
Anyway, yeah.
Don't get lost.
I
Come back.
I got lost. I'm here.
Come back.
So like I said before, I was part of the dance team. I was part of the fashion club. I did student government. I think if I could go back in time, like maybe I would have been Greek. I may or may have not already been in that process. I don't want nobody coming for me if they watching.
Allegedly. I'm dead.
Allegedly.
Lord.
Yeah. Anyway, what I would have done differently, I think, is I would have chosen a different major because I was listening to a lot of people from like the outside about telling me what I should do with my life. So I was a biology major in college because I was going to be a doctor, right? That was like the path that I was going to take there. There's a lot of dentists in my family, right? So like everybody's a dentist. Everybody went to college and became a dentist. So I was going to be some type in the medical field in some type of way. I mean, I did end up in medicine and insurance, but I was going to be a doctor. But what my college did have was a really great communications department, and we didn't have a radio station at the time, but Power 98 in Charlotte, North Carolina is like a major radio station there. And so I did have a couple of cameos on Power 98 back in the day when I was in college. So that was fun. And like, I guess I missed the mark in tapping into that earlier because my dad was in radio, in the radio business. And I had an opportunity back then to like become a communications major, but I just wanted to do something different. I thought I was going to be a doctor, but here we are, kids. Just that's what I get out listening to my intuition and following my gut. So if you are good at something and you have a dream, and like, don't listen to what the world is telling you about what you need to do or what you should become. Like, you should really follow your instincts and your gut and like follow your passion. Because you can make money doing anything. Like, don't let people lie to you. Like, you can make money with your passions too. So I think that's like my takeaway.
Okay. Did you want to tell us about majorette culture a little bit?
Yeah. So majorette culture. So for most of you guys out there who are like on TikTok and you see a lot of these dances where it's just very like, I can't do it, but it's like very smooth movement.
Purple's doing it. She got it.
It's very like smooth. It's very smooth movement, right? And it's very almost sensual, right? The ladies are moving. They're like dipping low and they're picking it up slow. Christina Milian.
All right.
I'm weak. Right.
And so they're doing a lot of those dances on TikTok and like not understand where that culture originated from. So if you
a silly TikTok dance, which is disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
That is major
culture,
which is not just at HBCUs, but if you went to like a predominantly black high school, you had to dance too. They did the same thing. Yeah. It mirrored HBCU culture.
Is there a hashtag or anything that people are like not putting like when the trend got started? Or are they just doing it just
they are accrediting, and K-pop fans don't come for me because I have no beef with y'all. But this K-pop group post, and then it's like it just took off and blew up, and and people not realizing that dance is not a made up TikTok dance. It's actually part of our culture, our majorette, our dance girl culture. You can even go back to when Beyonce did the Coachella. She did a HU theme, set, and you saw some of that.
So that dun 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 dun. So that is to emulate the band, the marching band, right? And so the girls, the majorettes, would come out and they would dance to the music of the band, and a lot of times they would sit in the stands.
Homecoming thing, sorry to cut you off, but when she first came out, when she was marching out, when the show first started, normally the majorettes is like one of the first people that you see. No, first is it's another aspect to the band.
What's the
band
guys?
Is a whole,
the guy with the
drum
guy
majors.
It's
the drum majors.
Think about somebody else. Never mind.
It's the guy. First, the guy comes out with the whistle, right? He's gonna blow the whistle, and he got this. He has a long staff, and he comes out, and he's usually the first one on the field. I thought for the bands, the majorettes may come out first. I guess it just depends on your
comes
school.
out after the drum majors. They're after the drum majors. Yeah, I think.
Okay, but then the guy, the see, y'all, you can tell we didn't do band, right?
What is his name?
We didn't do band.
It's just going around going crazy, like he people hype with that damn whistle. I don't know.
Yes, him. I love him. If you guys know who we're talking about, like, just Google him. You'll love him.
It's the drum majors. Like, sometimes
drop it in the comments.
Sometimes 2, 3, 4. It depends. It's like the drum majors are first, and then it's the dance girls and flag girls, and then it's the rest of everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I had legs.
So
I tried. Little dance. Like,
I tried to be a flag girl. Failed. I hit myself with the pole a couple of times. It was really bad. It was really bad. I was so uncoordinated with that flag. Like, I was like, you know what? This is not for my calling.
Girl.
Also track was not my calling either. Like, I gave up the first day, y'all. It was like, I was like, how far I gotta run? Oh no, I'm out.
Yeah, I've never been about that running life. That's why I was a competitive swimmer. But that's my story for another time. But yo, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to chop this up about like band culture within HBCU, because I mean I think we all kind of grew up watching drama, and so like it's not the same, but you know it is a depiction of you know band life culture within big universities, especially HBCUs. So we might definitely have to get back together and delve into that. But this is our time, y'all. So I just want to say thank you so much, ladies, for being here, and thank you so much for sharing your HBCU experiences with us. It is definitely important for this information out there, and also for everyone that we know and people within the community to have some first-hand feedback from people who have experienced it. So just want to say thank you for that. And please plug yourselves in. Please let everybody know where we can follow you, find you guys, any projects y'all are working on, so we can keep an eye on you guys. Bubble?
My name is Bubblegum Planet. You can definitely follow me on Instagram. I also build with VR. We have a few builds coming out. I'm also on Discord. You can go to my world, go to my Discord, or like just follow me on Instagram and I follow back.
Yes. Cherry Pie.
I'm Cherry Pie. You guys can follow me on Instagram at I am Brittany Cherry. Let's see what I got going on. So Bass Drop Radio every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course. You can see me on 104.3 Jam Chicago with the legendary Rick Party for my entertainment segments on there weekly. Big shout out to Boo Bangers and the Sampler. The Sampler is coming back. I'm hosting with him. And the first date on that is April 1st. And the subsequent Saturdays after that, it's really major. And oh God, the list goes on. My podcast, Let's Go There podcast, you guys can listen on Spotify and Apple Music. Yeah, and just more stuff is coming out. Just big things happening.
On Purple platforms, you can follow me on Instagram at _platforms. Currently I am prepping for my season 2 of my show called Diaspora Talks VR, where we explore diaspora history and just have conversations with like Black culture and Black history. So it was originally an alt space, but RIP to alt space, moment of silence.
Yes.
They lost their life, last week. So my show was originally over there, so I'm actually bringing it to Horizon. So I'm just working some things out. So that will be when it's coming up, I will let everybody know. But I'm still in the planning stages for that because I want it to be meaningful, because this is something that's really dear to teaching African American history across the whole diaspora, because that's one of the major pieces. We all need to come together as a people. You see diaspora wars all on the internet, but it's like we all one people and we just need to understand each other. So that's what I'm doing here in this meta space, is teaching us our history, because that's just important. So yeah, just follow me on Instagram. That's where I put most of my content at, so yeah.
Awesome, thank you. And for those of you who are not following me, you can find me at Brooklyn Brit VR on Instagram. I'm working on some stuff. I can't say exactly what it is just yet, but just stay tuned. Watch out for your girl, because there's good stuff coming. It's exciting. So thank you for that. And y'all, for anybody who is watching, if you guys have any music that you would like to have playing on our radio station, please be sure to drop us an email with those files at businessadmin@bassdropradio.com. Be sure to follow us at Bass Drop Radio on Instagram as well. Feel free to shoot us a DM, show us some love, pass by and say what up, say hi to us. We'll show some love. So definitely be sure to do that. Thank y'all so much for joining us here, and we are Horizon World's #1 radio station, Bass Drop Radio.
See you guys later. Don't catch these COVID hands.
Let's go. For the latest technology, music, and entertainment. You're locked into Bass Drop Radio with Cherry Pie and Brooklyn Bandit.
What up, y'all?
Oh, that was thank you for having me back. That was awesome.
Thank you for coming. Oh my God, I was so glad it was the ladies. I was so glad it was the ladies.
What's up,
going? Good to see, bro.
Good.
Thank you for coming.
I don't know. But it's okay. Because, like, International Women's Month, the ladies, like,
I appreciate you stopping by.
we have a different perspective, you know?
Jumping up.
Wait. Oh, wow. We the vibe right now. We keeping up with the sound. We got your hit, and we got what's coming up on the ground. We in the meta like Vic, and we coming to your town. Hey, from horizon world to the entire world. Making noise, who set off the pay attention, we gon' show you how it work. You heard it here first, be on high alert. It's that bass drop, better tune in. Every day is some new exclusive. It's a station, this ain't no podcast, so no show. Big salute to Cherry Pie in Brooklyn. Okay, let's go. Let that bass drop. Let that bass. Let that bass drop. Let that bass. Let that bass drop. Let that bass. Let that bass drop. Hold on, wait.